that Jesus is in you? Or are you disqualified? Gosh, if I were going to deliver a prophecy to a person, I don't think it could be better than, brother, you need to investigate yourself. You're very good at looking at others and knowing what's best for them. We're all very good. It's my gift. But you need to investigate yourself now and again and make sure that you're in the faith. I should look in the mirror and say those exact words to Paisley Yankolovich. It's a fantastic word from God. Paisley, you are great at looking at other people and telling them how it should be. Why don't you walk in and look in the mirror and examine that guy and test him. See if he's in the faith. See if he's really living in awareness of Jesus inside of him, or if he has disqualified himself by ignoring that truth. See, I know I'm saved. I mean, I know that. So I can't really be disqualified. But I could be such a hard-headed, arrogant Bible thumper that I never ever take stock in myself and examine and test myself to see if I'm disqualifying myself by being wrong, by being in error. Now, the truth is, you wear dresses and combat boots and sing about Jesus, and you don't get before the Lord every single day of your life and make sure you're not in error. You are in error. That is a fact. I don't think anything could have driven me to the Lord more in my ministry than what he was having me wear. I don't think anything would have driven me more to him than doing what I was doing, the way I was doing it, and him egging me on. You bet I got before him, and I get before him regularly on that. Are you really sure I'm hearing your voice in my life? Because no one else seems to think so. I just said nothing more, but that's not true. Because now my son died, and something has driven me to the Lord more to hear his voice in my life and make sure I'm not in error. In other words, the only thing that makes you wonder if you're really screwing off with God than wearing dresses and combat boots and singing church songs, the only thing that might make you wonder that you might not be on track with God more than that is the loss of a kid. The natural reaction is, why did this happen to me? And it's funny because as egocentric as I am, as self-absorbed as I am, and as much as I love to use myself as the shining example of Christianity, I really didn't think like that. It didn't happen to me, it happened to him. And it happened to his sisters, it happened to his mother, it happened to his friends, it happened to the people that knew and loved him. It happened to the people in the future that aren't going to benefit from his ministry. It happened to a lot of people. So how did it end up being my responsibility that he died? That it was because of my sin. You know what I'm saying? That the thought went through my head and I said, just keep going. Just keep going. We're not doing this tonight. We're not making this about me. And it's never been about me. I mean, I can't help but what I'm dealing with, but certainly the first couple months I was mourning what he missed out on, not what I missed out on. You know, it's only been recently that I've actually started thinking about my losses in this. But nothing could drive me closer to the Lord or to cling on to the Lord more than this profound sense of failure that I have after what's happened. And, you know, you can try to tell me I'm not a failure, and that's great, but it's impossible. It's impossible to shake. It's impossible to shake. I failed at my son outliving me. It's impossible to shake that. And it's not my fault what happened, and I didn't cause what happened, and God sent me as his messenger to prevent what happened, and it still happened. I mean, I'm totally blameless.